But,
It has been, but we made it. That's what matters.
yes, I was about to say the exact same thing because where we've made it to is going to be an exciting to watch TvT. A best of 7 in the bottom left, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It's Cure.
And in the top left, or top right rather, we've got a red Terran. He is SpeCial. So TvT. We get tanks, we get Cyclones, Vikings, sometimes battle cruisers, a lot of Marines.
Yes, indeed. I'm willing to bet we shall see some mech out of SpeCial at the very least,
Yeah.
as he is a meching guy.
He is. What I like about TvT so much is especially the early game is you can see so many different units. Marines, Marauders, Cyclones, Liberators, Vikings, Ravens. I mean, it's like over half of the Terran arsenal is available in these first like 5 to 7 minutes, and these little pushes can be really strong. Tanks, did I say tanks? Tanks also in there. So we'll see if we get some of that stuff here from one of these players pressuring the other one. But yeah, Ravens are definitely pretty important for interference matrix on enemy tanks, enemy Cyclones, enemy Liberators even sometimes I've seen that. So we'll see if we end up getting that here. But for now, just, you know, opening 2 gas. Here is SpeCial. Getting a Reaper out. Both players going for that Reaper play. I'm not really bothering to wall off here SpeCial while Cure is doing that very thing. And both players getting a factory. SpeCial's is a little bit faster.
Yeah. I think the main thing to note here is that Beckett is not the most aggressive map. So I'm excited to see where either player goes. I'm wondering if we'll see a Banshee, or if both will go into Ravens, as those are very common in the matchup at the minute.
Yeah, Banshees could be pretty good here too. Absolutely. So far, both players playing fairly blind. Although SpeCial's Reaper is moving out, checking for proxies down this right side. Yeah, not really much to find there, but, you know, better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I think they really are playing to the map and the matchup. Cure going for a CC now, SpeCial investing in a Hellion. We'll see if he gets up his own CC soon, but I like Cure's choice here, as it's hard to go for a kill early on Beckett, I feel. So the choice for Cure to say, yeah, we've got a macro, so I'm going to macro, is a good one, I think. We'll see if SpeCial is going to be able to get anything done or catch up to this command center timing of Cure somehow. In go the Reapers for Cure into the main base of SpeCial. He's not quite in position for this. Loses ASCV, 2 SCVs for 2 Reapers.
Oh, KD8 charges his own units there. Maybe that was Cure's KD8 charge. Either way, nice little ride they take. Flying up.
Yeah, so Cure sacks his 2 Reapers and says, right, I'm just going to defend at home. He's got the Cyclone, so he should be fine to do that. SpeCial playing with a Widowmine is quite cute. He's going to try and bait Cure into this, but Cure clearly sees it. It appears we may have lost Falcon, guys, or something happened there.
Sorry, I just clicked on the wrong thing in Discord.
Oh, that's quite all right. Looks like SpeCial getting a little bit of payback with his 2 Reapers. Kills off 1 SCV, going to make it into the main base where there's nothing to defend. Going to probably grab himself an SCV. Can he one-up the damage of Cure? Yes, he can.
Yes. Yeah, he gets the 1 there. Reaper's still alive and is going to exit. No! Oh, Marines are popping out anyway. Probably would have died there. Hey, look, Ravens. We talked about those.
Yes, we did.
Ravens in the production tab. Both players doing a little bit of some sneaky Reaper harass, but nothing too crazy. Nobody's really ahead. And there's your Banshee play. Banshee micro against Marines is hard to do.
Oh, God, but it is so rewarding.
Yeah, and both these players are very capable of doing it.
Yeah, Cure, though, with the Cyclones, doesn't have to fear the Banshee too much. Okay, Viking on the way for SpeCial. He's got a reactor on that, so I think that's a pretty good indication that he, I think, will be meching this game. Viking siege tanks, a very good setup to mech. Looks like he's actually going to push out, though.
Yeah, definitely on a mission right now, crossing across the middle of the map, getting through the speed zone. Back home, just making Marine takes and Vikings, the staple of TvT ever since Swings of Liberty, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, I feel I have to tell everyone who's watching this a little bit of a heads up as to why I think SpeCial, or maybe one of the reasons why SpeCial's being so aggressive. I think he said he was actually traveling somewhere today, so he wanted to play as soon as possible.
Ah, okay.
So that could lean to him trying to end the games a little bit sooner here, for the better or the worse. Now, we take a look. He's been locked on by the Cyclone a couple of times. He's got SCVs to actually repair these units, however. So he's going to keep shelling away, forces the starport to lift off, won't be able to kill it.
No, getting repaired nicely by the SCVs too.
Yeah, he's actually going to push up towards the natural, and Kier's actually crossed the map with his units. He was thinking of going for a counterattack, but this has led SpeCial to get quite a great position. The tanks are annihilated that belong to Kier, and oh my gosh, SpeCial with his auto turrets, his tanks, his Banshee in the sky. He's trading out pretty well against what there is for Kier. The Banshee doing work, but it has been locked on by the Cyclone. Can he pop off any of those injured SCVs? He gets a Marine. But in the end, it is a hold by Kier.
Man, that went so much better for Kier, considering how unaware he was this was happening.
Oh yeah, that was chaos. That was just pure chaos. What happened there? Yeah, maybe one thing I think SpeCial could have done there a little bit sooner was, I don't know if he could have landed the Vikings a little bit earlier there. Maybe that would have made the difference, but by gosh, SpeCial is planning on being aggressive today. He's actually going to be sieging his tank, looking for another fight, tosses down an auto turret, gets the Cyclone, which is nice, over his own Vikings, rather vulnerable, trading out, going down. Looks like he does lose his Raven as well. My gosh, SpeCial is just stepping on the gas this game, but will be forced home.
Wow. All right, man. Kier doing some good stuff here for sure.
What? SpeCial's gone for a second starport.
Yeah, double pumping Liberators and getting a third base down there on the low ground too.
Yeah, is this going to be some kind of bizarre mech? It must be, right? Yeah.
Guy Terran, Vikings, Liberators, and Banshees. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as you've got Vikings to control the sky in TvT, then you're in a pretty good spot. And as long as you trickle out tanks non-stop, you will build up that count, because you don't actually need that many tanks on the ground. And yeah, SpeCial is just being so aggressive this game, it's ridiculous. And he's going to be trying it again as he's moving forward with his air control. Going to shuffle his tanks forward. With his extra starport, he absolutely is going to have the air control. And yeah, he's just going to be going for a win here right now.
Yeah, makes sense based on what you told us just a couple of minutes ago. Oh, Liberator does get a tank because it was running for its life there. That's not good.
This could actually just win SpeCial the game.
Liberator, pretty good unit in TvT, man.
I mean, he's got the air control. He's closing in on Kier's neck. The question is, how many Marines does Kier have? Because Kier has reached to stim Marines. But still, Liberators, tanks. This is going to be a hard cleanup for Kier. In he goes. The tanks are firing. The Liberators have not been cleaned up. And by gosh, Kier is losing a lot of units, but he does clean this up.
Man, he does it again. He's had some miracle holds here today. Loses 12 SCVs, but he holds on to the third base. Yes, he's down 68 to 52 workers, which actually, looking at it, is pretty bad. SpeCial's got a pretty nice economic advantage.
Yeah, SpeCial did a great job continuously producing workers, but by gosh, his tech is horribly behind this game. Look at this. He's just got up his second factory. So 2 factories, 2 starports is all the production he has. So he's going to have to really hunker down here. As, yeah, Kier does have those stim Marines to play with.
Yeah, how aggressive is Kier going to be here? He does have a small group moving. Some of them sticking behind for base defense in case SpeCial shows up again. But I don't know, going for some kind of a drop, quite possibly, which looks fairly open here at the natural. But the Vikings cruising around are a big-time problem. Yeah. Oh, Vikings out of position, though.
And one good drop is it's hard to clean up when you really don't have any units. And oh my god, SpeCial tries to finish up that turret. Does push away Kier. Kier respects that quite a bit, when in reality...
Attack to the left.
18 SCVs have gone down. Wow, that really evened things up.
Yeah, it's just turnabout right now. Both players setting up aggressively at the bridge in the speed zone, and both players being repulsed by the defense. Or is it?
Yeah, SpeCial just did not have the units he needed.
Yeah, it's 43 to 23 army supply. Being very careful with his units here is Kier. They're squishy, but they pack a mean punch. He's trying to take down this orbital, and taking this down is pretty much a GG. Losing a third base in this situation in a TvT like this. Stimming forward, taking down the low ground siege tank, getting out of range of the high ground ones. Okay, more SCVs are going to die, and that's a GG. Kier takes game 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Craziness there.
Yeah, fantastic hold. I mean, both players very close to losing that game at different points in the match. Kier especially defending, and then with his push, able to make it happen with the stimmed Marines, which are definitely key in that situation. So nicely done by Kier, taking game numero uno. We're going to move into game 2 here and see if SpeCial maybe switches up his tactics a little bit. I know he might be short on time, but...
I think we could see a proxy or something.
Could be good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that push by SpeCial was great.
Yeah, very strong.
And he had such a high worker count there. Maybe if he did cut workers, tried to get up his production a little bit earlier, and played the game out as he did, maybe he would have had an easier time holding Kier's counterattack. And then the game could have developed from there. But all in all, that was just... I love that play by SpeCial. Kier was not expecting that, even though it didn't work. I think that was a really cool play, based on the air control dynamic that TvT has.
Yeah, I mean, Liberators are so good in TvT. Big time hits on tanks and just kind of removing them from the equation, forcing them to move, reposition, all that stuff. All that stuff is super, super important in this matchup. So far, so good. I mean, Kier's been on a roll. He's been playing a lot recently, if you check his Aligulac. So what he's capable of doing is definitely winning the series, but winning game 2 would be a good step in that direction.
Yes, I do agree. In the bottom right-hand side of the map, we have got Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Kier.
And in the top left, it's Psystorm Gaming's SpeCial.
Did I call it or what?
You certainly did. You are not wrong.
I mean, there's only so many choices when you want to try and end TvT early, so to speak. And, yeah, only so many choices. And this is one of them. I was expecting Reapers with the SCV moving out, but it will most likely be Marauders at the natural base of Kier.
Oh, I love a good proxy Marauder play.
As do I.
Alright, so as always, proxies are about, do you find it or not? Do you get caught by a surprise, or can you prepare for it?
There's already a second gas on the way for SpeCial.
Cyclone?
Do you need double gas to do single racks proxy Marauder? I don't believe so.
No, I was going to say maybe concussive shells, but that's usually a multi-racks thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought this was going to be, but with the second gas. Okay, it's a single Reaper.
What's the follow-up? Why the second gas?
A factory at home? Could this just be like SpeCial's going to try and make 2 Reapers at Kier's base really quickly? And then if Kier makes, say, just 1 Reaper and then a Marine, or 1 Reaper then a Reactor, then potentially SpeCial can kill him.
Yeah, I mean, wait for Kier's Reaper to move out and then move in with 2.
We'll see what Kier makes next. Yeah, it's going to be a Marine, but it's scouted. This could be some serious RNG versus micro here. Oh, Kier does dissuade SpeCial, and the fight is not going to be forced here by SpeCial, so Kier's Reaper staying alive is a big deal. He's going to have his Marine on the way now. And this cute little proxy by SpeCial will not amount to too much. And the game's going to continue on, but he's got a factor on the way back at home, so really the situations are still quite mirrored.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he didn't really dedicate a lot to that proxy, so the fact that it didn't work out is no big deal.
Scout by Cure, seeing what's going on at Special's base, just saying, oh, okay. Special's going for double factory, which has been scouted by Cure, I believe. Cure's still just one basing it, which I'll say is quite significant. As, yeah, I mean, Special's command center is about to be done. And so while he's sort of got odd tech that he's playing with,
gonna have the economy, that's for sure.
yeah, like Cure is getting behind as this command center finishes up for Special. And so I think this leans towards Cure maybe having to go for a push, or Cure maybe misreading this. Did he not see the CC? He did see the CC. But then he throws his own command center up on his high ground. That's so bizarre, I think.
Yeah, what is this? What are these choices here?
Like, he sees the tech lab. He didn't actually see the factory. Or the second factory, so I don't know what he thinks it is.
Playing it safe.
Like, I'm actually so curious what Cure thinks is going on right now. Like, does he think... Okay, so assuming that he hasn't seen this, does he think that Special's going to be going for, like, a stim build or something? Assuming that there's, like, another barracks there with the tech lab on? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
One will never know with this wonky arse game.
Seriously, what is going on? Magfield Accelerator is always amazing. Cure pushing up into Special's third there with a Cyclone of his own. Delays construction of that third quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
But running from the 2 Cyclone defense because... Oh, actually, 4 Cyclone defense. Oh, he's trying to use some high ground advantage here. It's not going particularly well for him, though. Especially because, oh, look. A million Cyclones showed up. 3-to-1 is not a good ratio. Can't get
another
it.
Widow Mine.
Oh, the
That
micro
is-
from Cure.
That is a very, very slick Cyclone.
It was a good effort from Special, that's for sure, but Cure just a little bit too sneaky.
Okay, Command Center is continuing to build. Special with his Magfield Accelerator Cyclones. Gonna be trying to make some sort of play happen. All the while Cure still just producing back at home. No commitment to bio yet, no commitment to mech. Just producing units.
Yeah, got another Raven, man. 3 Ravens is a pretty big commitment. That's a lot of gas. I guess maybe if you lock down the Cyclones, it's totally worth it. But a bit of a poke down here at Cure's third base. Special is poking in down here. Doesn't get chased away by a bunch of Marines.
Did he lose Cyclones there? Yeah, he's lost 2. He's still got 4 though. Oh, there's 2 more.
Yeah.
Special
not
plays
a
so
great
uniquely.
Can definitely be a good thing.
Now he's going for double Liberators. So he's making 2 tanks and 2 Liberators. That is so crazy. Kills 2 Marines for a scan. Not sure if that's worth it, but we shall see. Raven harassment gonna be going into effect by Cure. That Raven will probably have almost full energy by the time it arrives. So 4 auto turrets potentially hitting Special's bases.
That can be pretty damaging if you don't see it fast enough. So here we go. Just casually
Raven
flying
to the
in.
north. Cyclones lock onto the Raven.
Oh,
just
they get the Raven.
Destroy it.
4 SCVs, 5 SCVs down. That's a safer play for the Raven, it looks like, but in tank range, so not super great. And a second one gets tossed down here, actually killing an SCV, building a factory. And maybe killing another SCV on the gas. No, can't quite do it, but that's 9 total regardless. losing one Raven for it. The other one escapes with orange health, but
yeah, two
does
full
get out of there
energy Ravens,
nevertheless.
however. Now Special's going for counter harassment with his Liberators. How many Marines does Kier have? He's got 13. Vikings out and on the way, so should be fine to deal with this. One hits his natural. He's got a 4th command center on the way, expecting Special just to be defensive and greedy.
Liberator shoving away from Kier's natural base 2. And yeah, both players 3 base right now. More workers for Kier, but a bigger army for Special at the moment. But bigger army doesn't matter as much when you're on the other side of the map. So far I think Kier is doing just fine. Got a nice economy rolling. He is committing to that bio with the Marauder pressure, the Marauder play, combat shield, concussive shell, +1 attack. And then Special is doing his thing with Vikings and double armory. That's a good tell. He's definitely meching it up.
Supply, neck and neck. Kier fires up 3 starports.
Fourth base from Kier landing on site on time. And that army advantage that Special has is pretty intense. Also, the nice thing about mech is that you can win straight up fights pretty nicely depending on the setup.
Yeah, if the bio player gives you a fight anyway.
Right, and that's the thing. Bio's faster. They don't have to engage with this, really. You can get away from the Cyclones, they can get away from the siege tanks, but attacking into it is quite difficult.
Yeah, now we see Special firing up 2 more factories. But keep in mind, Kier did get himself up 2 extra starports. So he's going to potentially be able to take the Viking lead soon in this game. And that can make things a little awkward for the mech player. When you've got this strong mech army on the ground, but then all of a sudden the Bio-Terran's just dancing around it, and you can't actually push as a reaction because they've got more Vikings than you.
Right. And Viking count is so important in TvT. It always has been. Owning the skies is a big deal.
Yeah, particularly when you're a meching Terran.
Yes. Liberator range is being researched by Kier, so he's definitely been planning on making some Liberators here today.
Yeah, look at that, 6 Vikings at a time.
God. Crazy stuff. So Kier is going to push in at the top side here. He scans and sees that Special's in position to deal with it. And decides just to back on out. Not interested. Special maybe trying to pounce on that a little bit. Get a Viking. Oh, one volley of Viking!
Nice,
and
nice.
the medevac. Oh, free Raven, free medevac. That is nice. That is a good number of Vikings for that type of one-shot stuff. So keeping it going, maxed out. Here is Special. Got the bigger army, got a slightly bigger economy. He's moving out, trying to make something happen here as Kier have enough to defend.
Yeah, we'll see. Alright, what's the Viking count? It is currently 10 to 12 with an anti-armor missile and the lead going to Kier. So Special, yeah, he might not be able to push on in here.
Yeah, he sure is being cautious about this.
Another anti-armor missile, interesting choice. If the tanks for Special can just get sieged up where Kier's aren't, though, this base could potentially die. Planetary taking a lot of shots, but oh, there we go. There are the Liberators for Kier. Special's going to try and target them down, I presume. No, he's not able to clean them up. The Liberator's getting shots off now, cleaning up Special's units. The tanks will fall, or at least
Liberator, yeah. Yeah, and you can usually tell who won a TvT battle by the number of Vikings of a certain color flying around.
Yeah, and now Special's in this odd spot, which he can't stand still, but he can't attack. So he's just, yeah, gonna have to fall back. Thors are on the way as an answer to the Liberators, but that is never easy to do.
No, Liberators are so mean.
Yeah, they just shred your Thors. 2-2 is on the way for Special. So that will make the Thors extra beefy. Deal extra damage. No 3-3 on the way for Cure yet, notably.
Yeah, upgrades are really important here, too. Oh, no. Goodbye, Hellions. Wow, that was extremely well shut down by Cure. They got nothing done.
That's some freed up supply, that's for sure, as Special attacked on in towards Cure's Sim City. His CC Sim City. Liberator harassment being shut down. More Thors on the way for Special. In goes Cure with his Liberators gonna get set up. I can't imagine how painful it's gonna be for Special to try and clean up these Liberators with Thors in that Sim City, so he cancels the CCs right away. But tanks and Liberators are set up. Thor moves forward, but look at that, it's gone just like that.
Big hits, big swings. Got an attack on the left side here too by Cure down towards Special's 4th, and also Special trying to get some damage the other way because he's not winning up north, that's for sure.
No, he is not, and that attack is actually enough to force Cure to come home. He's bringing everything home. There was not enough defense here. Special's not really microing this army. He's actually killed off 2 command centers simply because they didn't lift. Tanks are moving on in, just attacking on in. Will they siege up? The answer is few will, but of course the Liberators will push them on back. Tanks getting the shots off, but Special going to be trading out a lot of those units. However, he did buy himself time.
And that's what he really needed there, because that was a very dangerous army on his doorstep, and forcing it home, big time victory.
Yeah, time and freedom of movement is what Special just earned himself, because now he's not pinned. The Liberators become a problem once you're pinned, and since he can now move freely, Cure really can't trap him.
Yeah, when you're open on the map like this, it doesn't really matter. You just get away from it.
Alright, Special's actually going to take a fight. He's got Thor's tanks trying to deal with Liberators in the sky. The Thors are doing okay against this batch of Liberators, but there's still quite a few here for Cure. Only 3 though. Special can slaughter this bio with his Thors. If he pushes now, Cure really doesn't have the Liberators to deal with this.
And he's pushing. He feels it. He smells he's got an advantage.
Thors and tanks
landing the Vikings. My gosh, they burn Thors down real fast. Pretty good stuff.
They do. Hellions cleaning up SCVs. This is quite an attack by Special. Thors hitting that planetary fortress.
Takes it down.
Fun fact of the day is that Thors actually do outrange planetary fortresses.
And then, boy, you can tell right there. Goodbye, planetary.
Okay, man, yeah, Cure losing his Liberators, and all of a sudden he's dropped a lot of supply. He's got Bio now moving forward, but the Thors with their 3-3 upgrades are pretty darn strong. Bio with the Vikings support and Liberator support are cleaning up a lot of the Thors that belong to Special, so he will lose most of his army.
Oh, wow. Close battle, but yeah, definitely Cure cleans that one up. Yeah, lost a couple bases in the meantime, which is not hot.
Yeah, Special still got himself 3 Thors to his name, so he's going to be able to cut into these Liberators, cut into the Vikings, which are misrallied. Here's going to land, but into tanks with Thors buffering for them. He's going for the attack. Can he close this out by actually killing Special here? I didn't think he could, but he continues to push forward.
Yeah, he believes in his ability to win this thing right now. He's absolutely pushing with a ragtag army of a lot of injured units, but is going to go ahead and force a liftoff of Orbital Command. Takes
the Thor
down.
Wanders into the Liberators
and
cut into. Yeah, this is the problem though for the meching Terran. Once the Liberator player gets set up into a position, Thors are just so slow with how they walk that it takes them a long time to get into the Liberators, to fight the Liberators, just to close that distance. So Special really can't step forward to deal with these Liberators and loses a base.
No, does Cure know about this left side base? Is he checking that right now?
Presumably, yeah.
He's not attacking it, though.
See, he's going for the base down in the bottom left.
Yeah.
This is actually just 4 Liberators set up here for Cure, so if Special's going to break this, this might actually be his moment now, while Cure's busy dropping the bottom left. Like, I think Special needs to go now. Otherwise, Kier's just going to bring up a few more Liberators, and he's going to start getting contained to death. Kier's bringing more units forward,
Vikings.
though. Okay.
There you go. That's what he needed, was just a couple Vikings. Ooh, SCV's almost wandered into a death trap. Nice reaction time there from Kier to shut it down. Coming up the left side here, too. Marines, Marauders, Vikings. Couple more SCVs do die, but they can't deal with the Planetary that easily with Vikings. Army value is 121 to 105 in favor of Kier, but once again, he's on the wrong side of the map for that to really matter.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, SpeCial resecuring up this base. Still making his Thors, making Widow Mines. What does Kier have? He's making more Vikings. He's got himself 8 Liberators, the bio on the ground. Liberator harassment still in effect.
Oh, imagine getting burned alive by Blue Flame Hellions as a Marine.
I would rather not.
Yeah, let's not do that. 128 to 124. I mean, this is turning into a pretty solid macro TvT. It started with a proxy, by the way.
Yeah, this is a very solid macro TvT. Kier once again coming in towards this position. I like it because it's narrow choke point, hard for the Thors to engage in.
But SpeCial just taking that space for himself here.
Yeah, he's just going forward, but now he's going back as the Liberator's all set up. And look at that, Thor's mines being melted. And this position is great for Kier. He can just inch the Liberators forward.
Which he's not doing. He's backing out again.
Showing a lot of respect to this. Now he's going to come on in with renewed fervor.
Wow. Lands the Vikings on top of everything. Whew. Kier gets his 2-0 start to the series. Took him 20 minutes to get game 2, but in a pretty good position at the moment. That was great. That was a fantastic TvT.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful TvT.
End of the day, Kier probably gave a little bit too much respect to SpeCial there. I think he had the position to win a couple times, but you know, better safe than sorry. He defended exceptionally well for the most part, other than that one big Thor push that SpeCial was able to put together in the mid game. But what it came down to was the Liberators were just the answer to the mech. I mean, Terran players, if you're on ladder and your opponent's going for mech against you, then Liberators are going to help. They're going to be really, really fantastic dealing with those Thors, dealing with those tanks, especially in an offensive sieging style position. Which I always found it interesting. Liberators, it's called defender mode when they throw up their circle of doom, when it's so often used and not defense.
Yeah, it should be more like it should just be like the death zone.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's exactly what those circles are.
Kills anything that sits in there for too long. Kier thinking about his options here. Does he want to join the lobby?
You never know.
Maybe it's a bug. The lobby bug.
Come on, Kier.
Come on, Kier. We can do it.
You can do it.
He's trying. He's trying to get in. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was in for a second there. There. Might have to restart the Starcraft.
Oh, there we go.
Hey. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. We'll see if SpeCial is ready. And then we will go.
Let's go.
Okay. So, here we have it. in the top left-hand side of the map, it's Cure.
And in the bottom right, it is Psystorm Gaming's SpeCial.
And he's doing it again. That son of a gun.
Is he committing this time? Looks
yeah,
like
2
it,
SCVs.
more
So.
Yeah. The first one was like, you lose it, whatever.
I actually really liked the first one as a build. Non-committal. Yet
but
potentially lethal.
I don't know. Let's see if Cure sniffs it out. It's that game sense that really, you know, if you don't have it, you don't make it this high up the ladder, that's for sure. Who do you think the player is that has the least game sense? Does that even make sense as a question?
No, that totally makes sense as a question. Okay.
I'm trying to think of who the elite players are where it's like, man, they never... Right? I never talk about the game sense they're having.
Maybe... I'd say... Okay, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to say Maru.
Okay.
Because he's so damn good at the game, yet for some reason he always loses.
He took down Clem today.
I didn't actually see that. No
Spoiler
spoilers.
alert.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. That's the thing, though. He does. Sometimes he's amazing.
Uh-huh. Yet other times, it's like, Maru, why are you dying to this?
Yeah.
If you didn't...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's a fair answer. Maru is definitely one of the more confusing players. He could lose an SCV right there. Oh, revenge. Got avenged.
What a cruel world where man puts SCV against SCV.
Killing somebody with a tool not intended.
So yeah, Cure scouted, but he didn't actually see this coming necessarily, so he goes special with 2 Reapers. The Reaper is going to go down.
A Marine and a Reaper is pretty good against 2 Reapers, though.
Yeah. With all the SCVs to buffer, it's really just about the damage you get done as the Reaper guy, so...
Yep, 3rd Reaper here. Remember that time when every TvT was just 5-Rax Reaper against 5-Rax Reaper?
Oh, that was a hoot.
It was so wild on the ladder. And even professionals, like pros were doing this in TvTs too.
Wasn't that also like when we had like the normal Cyclone? Or I mean like the Cyclone that did not lock on and was just like rapid fire straight attack.
Yeah.
Super tanky. That was a great era.
That was, man, TvT was a total clown fiesta.
I loved it.
You like the 5-Rax Reaper?
Oh, huh? Oh yeah. I liked the 5-Rax Reaper now that you mention it, because it was also in the era which there was just the Mass Cyclone versus Mass Cyclone 2. And so it was the furthest we've ever been away from just like regular bio play.
Which, you know, sometimes it's good to get away from that.
Mm-hmm. Because it's like, oh, you want to play a regular bio TvT? Well, you got to survive the Reapers and the Cyclones.
Good luck with that. And everyone said, fine. Won't play bio. Because you couldn't. Then they fixed it.
Mm-hmm. Fixed it or ruined it?
Oh. I think it's a question of perspective, that's for sure.
Alright, so SpeCial going for this cheeky cheese as we were yammering on. As he is just like, yeah, this looks like a good place for my factory. Of course I put it right next to my barracks.
Of course. Don't you always do that?
One supply depot down for Cure. Second tank on the way. That's when SpeCial's really going to be able to start leapfrogging here. And he's got the lead on the Viking production too.
That's so important here. Yeah, Cyclone just kind of shoves away the barracks, but doesn't do much to stop this from happening at all.
Yeah, Cure does get himself supply blocked after losing those 2 depots as well. Did not have one being built ahead of time, so that's quite significant. He won't lose much production though, since he already has had units going, so that's kind of something that makes it a little better. SpeCial floating his 2nd barracks, since it takes so long for the Viking to kill him, and now his starport's lifted off. That's lost production for Kier. All the while Special's making 2 Vikings out of a reactor.
2 tanks, low ground in it here. Kier doesn't have a lot in range, I don't think.
Kier is in big trouble.
He is, but high ground still means something here, I think.
This is, yeah, I
like
mean...
that Marine's dead, for example.
Okay, Kier's going for it, though. He thinks he needs to break out now, and he's going to give it a shot. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A lot of dead SCVs. All but one of the tanks have been picked off that belongs to Special. Does the last tank go down? Yes, that is a big deal. Special's got his Vikings in the sky still. However, 2 do pop out, though, for Kier. Going to be able to pick off Special's Vikings. And with that, Kier actually is going to be able to match the air control of Special and effectively end this rush.
Dude, Kier's holds have been amazing today.
Yeah, Special's really been testing Kier. And
Kier's just like, it's not easy.
Oh. And wow, he's just breaking this with his unsieged tanks. Gonna be pushing down the ramp. The Vikings land, but tanks are pretty decent. GG gets called. Special
Holy smokes.
Goes down 0-3.
Kier is a man on a mission lately. He's been playing so well. He's really leveled up, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's always been good, but he's been winning maps off of players that I think are, you know, ranked better than him and probably better than him in general. So he's been eating his Wheaties every day. He's been practicing hard, grinding hard, learning the different matchups. And he's just absolutely on fire right now. And honestly, 1 game away from going ahead and getting the win 4-0 here. Looks like we want to be on Oxide for the next match. Which, yeah, looks like that is Oxide. Let's go. GG. GG in chat. Yeah, as Aki said in chat, go ahead and be sure to use the coupon code. Or not the code, just go to the Match Arena link, click the coupon code button, and support these players. Let them know thanks for showing up to Africa World 81. All that money that you're donating goes to them, doesn't go to us, just goes directly to the players as part of the prize pool and encourages them to continue to come back to different Africa World events. So here we go, hopping into the game number 4. I don't know. I mean, Special, he's lost a straight up macro game. He's lost the proxies. Yeah. What does he do? What is his new plan here?
I think he's going to do something cheesy again.
Yeah, I mean, can feel it.
Okay, in the top right, he's got himself a nice lead just by playing straight up. It's Kier.
And in the bottom left, asking for a quick pause, it is Special.
He's got an SCV out on the map.
He does. Come on, Cure.
Game resumed.
And as I said in the bottom left, it is Special.
Right,
Who's got an SCV out on the map. Yeah, pause in the middle of our intros. Come on, man. Could have waited a couple more seconds.
Okay, Barracks getting tossed down. Yeah, double down. Special should probably never go to a casino. The way he doubles down.
Sometimes it works.
He already lost the house. What am I going to do? Lose it again?
Well, yes, possibly. But sometimes it works out.
Sometimes. You ever thought about just walking into a casino, putting all your money on black, and then just being like, all right.
Giving it a spin?
Yep.
No.
I have.
I mean, when you say all your money, you mean like empty your bank account and bring everything with
Yes.
you? Okay, wow. So yeah, super committal.
Basically an all-in.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so this time it's Marines? What? Or a Marine? 2 Marines? And then a factory, presumably, with this gas? What?
His life's goal is to confuse you today.
I mean, what else could it be? But the thing is, Marines against Reapers is just not good.
Not in the hands of a true elite player, that's for sure.
So yeah, Special's probably just going to be going for something similar to the last game. Oh, he's got an SCV not mining us.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh!
Okay.
You questioned
Call
him.
me
You
a
were wrong.
fool.
You were
Like
wrong.
a fool. Yeah, Kier's just like, okay, I'll be safe. Kier by now has got to be like, what are you doing, man? As the starport's on the way, factory with a tech lab, so it's going to be a tank. Most likely, anyway. But then Kier's doing exactly what he needs to do on his side of the map, tank and Viking.
He's ready for it.
Special's going to be making tank and Viking.
Marine count getting pretty heavy. Oh, reactoring that barracks. He is not done with it yet.
Kier's doing the same thing too, though. It's presumably just so then they can have their Viking production going. And oh, it's actually going to be a Medivac for Special.
Okay. Could see this.
Oh, he's going to be getting the supply depot. That's cute.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh.
Ugh, tank shots are bad though. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't take tank shots. So, Special, yeah. I mean, honestly, I like the Medivac more than what he was going for before. So he's going to try and elevate the Marines. But then there's a tank. And he's got to try and drop on top of the tank, but he can't. And I think he's dead. 'Cause this is just not going to work. This is a no bueno.
There's just no avenue. Yeah. Man, 2 Vikings popping out, adding to the number here. I just... Medivac
see.
gonna die! Oh, it does!
Easy.
There it is,
Okay,
man.
so...
Wow. So indeed.
Kier takes it.
He does. Cure with the 4-0. Possibly the smallest number of wins ever to win in Africa?
Yeah, 4.
4. Like, that's the minimum.
Yeah,
so no one's
literally
got, no
the
one's
least
done
amount of maps you could play.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
No one's done it in fewer. So GG Cure, he's looking good. Watch for more Cure games, guys. He's amazing.
Yeah, big thanks to everyone for coming out today. It was not the event we had planned, but we had some StarCraft nonetheless, which is our goal at the end of the day.
Yes.
And yeah, well done by Kier, showing his dominance.
Yeah, some fun TvT.
And yeah, big thanks to everyone for coming out today. You can find Falcon Paladin and I on YouTube and Twitter. Falcon is much more active than I on at least the YouTube. Yeah, do you have anything else to add before we head out?
No, that's it. Just thanks everyone for using the Matcherino codes. Really appreciate it. If you haven't yet and you were waiting for a break in the action, now's a good time. You can still do it. So go to the Matcherino link. But yeah, you can find us on Twitter and YouTube under our name. It's pretty easy to find. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for keeping us company.
Yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.